Hello everyone. Today we have Ms. Priya Ramchandani from Edinburgh Napier University, UK, and she's the regional director for the university, and she's been with the university for over 16 years now. So all the questions that we have about UK and the university, we'll hear it from the expert directly.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for inviting us. And yes, I'm happy to give all the information that's required for aspiring students. Yes, students would want to study abroad for their betterment, for their masters. Definitely, I'm happy to give the information to you.
All right. So to begin with, whenever students want to pursue masters or bachelors in UK, majority of the students only ask for London, and your university is situated in Scotland. So how do you push one student, or why should they choose Scotland over London?
It's a very interesting question, which is asked by many students across. Yes, there's always a point that when a student comes to any one of us, they always think about London or England to study. But let me tell you that Scotland is absolutely vibrant. It's exceptionally very good for students to study. The best part about Scotland is the employability ratio. The ratios of employability in Scotland, especially you talk about Edinburgh, it's very high. So definitely this is a plus point for the student. Also, if you talk about Scotland in particular, the living expenses are very affordable to the student. It's very easy to stay there. The rents, the living, the traveling is much more affordable for any student across who wants to come to study in Scotland. When you also talk about Scotland, obviously it's a fabulous, a beautiful place to study. I mean, obviously everybody has seen Harry Potter, the movies which we connect with always. Yes, those are the beautiful castles. The picturization has happened in Scotland. So yes, it is absolutely fabulous to be in Scotland to study, because it's always aspiring, it's always motivating to be in Scotland. Also, very interesting is that Scotland is known to be a land of innovations. This is where most of the innovations, or many innovations of the world, has happened. Like, you know, a simple like a TV, a fridge, a toaster, the telephone as a whole has all come from Scotland. Scotland is known. I mean, our simple like ATM machines have come from Scotland. The fingerprinting, the technique that started is from Scotland. Penicillin has come from Scotland. Steam engines have come from Scotland. So Scotland is known to be having a land of innovations. So I feel that the students, the kind of education system that we have in Scotland is very good to our students in terms of the industries, the connection that we have with the industries, the courses that we have, the accreditations that we have, definitely would benefit the student on employment purposes. So I would say yes, students should look into studying in Scotland because of these many wonderful reasons, of course.
Since we're already on the subject of Scotland, another great misconception that students could have is that about the part-time opportunities or full-time employment as well. So they have this misconception that any place, if not for London, they are not sure if they get sufficient part-times and opportunities, and what kind of jobs that they can get pulled up into. So what do you have to say about the part-time opportunities for the students? And a following question to that is, for an international student who's never, probably an average Indian student who's never traveled abroad before, how well can one blend into the local culture of Scotland?
Well, very interesting questions. Thank you for bringing that up, because this is a point that many of the students do ask for, because for them part-time jobs are very important. Students are authorized to work for 20 hours a week. Okay, students can find employment locally in terms of, most of the students get into customer care or get into restaurants and places like these. Now, your particular question was for Scotland. I will obviously talk about Edinburgh as a city, because the city is very vibrant. It has got, in fact, it's the second best city for students. Students do get a lot of employment. Interesting point is, in the city of Edinburgh, Edinburgh Napier is actually placed right in the center of the city. So being very centrally located helps the students for part-time, because our students get hold of part-time jobs much more faster, because again, not many universities are in the center of the city. Edinburgh Napier is, and our 3 beautiful campuses are located in the city center. So definitely students are able to get part-time jobs. One more interesting point about the city of Edinburgh is the Fringe Festival. The Fringe Festival is something that it comes into Edinburgh every year, and this is the time where so millions of people, you know, come into the city for that particular festival. Now, because of this, there's a lot of job generation for the students. That is where our students, especially students in Edinburgh, are able to get part-time jobs much easy. Okay, so that answers your questions for part-time. Now, you have asked me the question about what about full-time help and support given to the students. Now, Edinburgh Napier has a dedicated department which is called as Students Future. Now, this particular department helps the students right from, you know, from day one in terms of like how to make the CV, how to, attend your interviews. We do have, psychological tests with many of the companies. So, we help you in that. The kind of career opportunities that you want to look at, definitely we do have. The university also has something like graduate fairs. It's on the similar lines of what you have is like campus placement in India. But students have to understand that it's not just you go to these fairs and a job is given to you. Yes, you will be meeting the companies. They will tell you about the career prospects that they have. You will then put up an application to them and then attend your interviews. This is how the concept in UK happens. The Students Future team that we have definitely will help and support the students not only for that particular year, but for the next 2 years also. So the student is given support for, you know, full-time jobs, or, you know, advising them how to apply, where to apply, guiding them across. This is done by the Students Future division. So this is something that is very appreciative by Edinburgh Napier, because we do understand, and that is the reason why our employability ratio of Edinburgh Napier University is pretty high. We are almost like 97% in the employment ratio. So our students get into job sector much faster because the course and the kind of help and support given by the university. Okay. Well, your third question was a very interesting question, and yes, I love that question of yours. What is how they blend into Scotland, or how they blend? Let me tell you, Scotland is very friendly. Scottish people are very friendly to students. Students will be at ease to be there. In fact, interesting thing, obviously, we did talk about that. It's very easy, like it's very affordable living expenses to be there in the first place. Also, an interesting point is that in Scotland, you have got a youth card that the student can take. If a student is less than 22 years of age, they can get a free bus, pass, which they can utilize in buses to travel all over in Scotland. This is something which is there in Scotland, not in other places of UK. This is something that the student can look at. So definitely the support which is given by the Scottish government to students, and this is an initiative by the Scottish government. So they will make the students more welcome. They are very friendly to the students, and that is what is the connection to maybe students who are going for the first timers. They're going for the first time. They will be very safe and sound. It's one of the safest city to be in, and one of obviously important to be in Scotland is quite safe for anybody who wants to study in the UK.
We get a lot of inquiries from undergraduate students and also people who want to pursue masters, and some people specifically ask for 2 years masters.
Yes.
So can you tell us about the fee structure that you have for both the categories?
Yes. Okay. We do offer most of the courses in our university. If you take the upcoming September intake, we have 1 year course. Most of the courses are for 12 months, but yes, we do offer 2 years courses, and those are actually almost like 20 months or 21 months or 24 months courses. Now, coming to the fee structure, now we have two categories of fees. One is a classroom based fees, one is lab based fees. So any students going for computing, applied sciences, our fees are £21,000, £21,430. Yes, we do have scholarships, of course, but yes, that's the fees for lab based courses. If you take classroom based courses, which are like business courses, would be somewhere around £19,750. Okay. 2 years courses, interesting, because the fees is divided into 2 years. So that's the reason per year fees somewhere comes to about £11,000 to £12,000. Okay. So again, as per the UK VI guidelines, the student only has to show the tuition fees and living expenses of the year 1. They don't have to show for the year 2. So because of the division of the fees, this becomes very economical to the students, because we do have, students can pay the remaining fees in installments, which is like 2 installments, 3 installments, 6 installments and 10 installments. So this is one of the biggest facility that the Napier can offer to a student as well.
So traditionally students would opt for business and engineering programs,
yep.
And now there's a lot of buzz about the new age concepts like artificial intelligence, robotics, and data science. So how is ENU incorporating these subjects into the traditional ones? So do we have any integrated courses, and how is the curriculum designed?
Very interesting question, of course. Yes, we have to go with how the current generation is going on. Yes, definitely. Most of the computing courses are steering into more of AI, more of cybersecurity. So definitely, yes, we do have those kind of courses. The best course that we have right now is the MSc Cybersecurity course. Along with that, we have also introduced a new course this year called the MSc Artificial Intelligence with Data Sciences. We have a perfect combination for the student. We are very proud that it's been launched for this year. Along with that, we also have a robotics course. So we have a robotics and autonomous systems engineering. So we have those kind of courses which is the need of for the market now and needed for the current generation. Along with that, we have a lot of interesting courses in business. So we have, which is asked by many students, which is the global logistic and supply chain. That's been asked by a lot of students. We also have a lot of courses in marketing, especially digital marketing. So we have course of MSc Marketing with Digital Strategy. So these are kind of the courses that we incorporate. Now, this is what is the need of the market today, is for the need of the current employability that is needed for the employable, for the students.
What other popular courses are run at ENU?
Oh, yes. We do have a lot of courses which are well accepted in fact, it's demanded by many of our students. Interestingly, we have a nice course called as Drug Design and Biomedical Sciences, which is a perfect combination of drug designing and biomedicine. We also have an interesting course called as Pharmaceutical and Analytical Science, which is a good combination for many of the students. This is obviously very popular. MSc Healthcare Management is also a very popular course for us. We also have MSc Public Health. We are well known actually for our undergraduate nursing courses. We have a Bachelor of Nursing courses, and student can pick up a nursing course in like adult. They can take it for child health. They can take it for mental disabilities and for mental health. So we have not one but 4 specialization in this particular sector. So these are some of the interesting courses, and again the popular courses. And the most important course, which we feel that it's very picked up by many of the Indian students, is our Freshers MBA. We do have an MBA, which is a 2-year duration MBA, and it's absolute for freshers students. So it's called as a Business Leadership and Practice. So this is again one of our very popular business course, of course.
Of late, we are seeing a lot of students who indulge in a lot of research activity, and it is very good that they are taking informed decisions. And also we come across a lot of students that show interest towards interacting with the university faculty or professors or their course directors. So here the question is, how accessible are ENU professors or the staff for the students that aspire to come there?
Okay, I thank you for this particular question, because this question is very, very good and very vital today. A lot of students, what they realize is that once they have the offer letter, they don't look into the emails, because as soon as a student gets an offer, the university actually starts giving a lot of emails to them. Now, in those emails, there is always interactions. So we do have interactions with the professors. We have like uni buddies where some of the current students will be online and they can speak to them. We also have like faculty interaction. We also have, our international admissions, and also the ambassadors are there who are in the university, the current international ambassadors. So if a student, once he has the offer letter, then all the emails will start getting sent to the student, and students should take the opportunity of meeting the faculty and everything. So yes, definitely we encourage that, and we would want the students more and more to get, because see, if they are interacting with the international office or with the students, or with the current students out there, they will also understand that yes, this is the university that I would like to study, and the university is giving me more and more information what I need to study over there.
We already understood that ENU is supporting the students in terms of career and placement aspect.
Yes.
So here the question is, what is the market? How is the market like right now? Regards to employability, ease of finding a job, and being able to find a sponsorship during the PSW period.
Okay.
So what is your take on the current market trend there, job market trend?
Okay. See, definitely one thing what I would tell the student to focus on is, right as soon as you are in the university, give more importance to the course, because a lot of students get diverted or, away from the point that, they are here to study. They always go into part-time jobs. So my sincere suggestions to each student will be, please concentrate on the course, because ultimately the job would come as to once you have given the interviews and then you have picked up. See, employability ratio of Scotland is pretty high. We've talked about it, and especially for Edinburgh, the employability ratio also is extremely high. In fact, if you see the employability ratio of Napier also is about 97%. So it's not that the jobs are not available, but yes, it is competitive. Now, how can you make yourself better to do that is to keep an eye on what's happening in the market, and taking help from our Students Future Division, attend the workshops over there, how to apply, how to get a job. So definitely, I have students who have got full-time jobs also. I have students who have got the sponsorship also. But again, the student has to put in a lot of efforts, and be sure that he gives a lot of importance to the course. His performance on the course matters a lot. So definitely, my sincere suggestion to students would be, right from day one, be in touch with the Students Future Division, not because students normally get up at the last minute. Oh, now I need the job, I need everything. So please encourage students to be in touch for the first time. Definitely, there is positivity in Scotland, positivity in many of the job sector. There is a website that they can go for, it's called scotland.org. They can go to the website, they can see for themselves the kind of areas are available, because Edinburgh, the city, is the next financial hub after London. So we do have got of good companies like CGI is there, you have HP is there, then HSBC has got, Royal Bank of Scotland is there, and you have Amazon also has one of the centers there. So I'm just giving these names because students know about these names. So likewise, if you go onto this website and see for yourself, you can actually see a lot of company names, company area which are available to work. So this is just an information for the students, especially if they want to study and work. There's a lot of initiative by the Scottish government as such to encourage students and to, and for jobs as well. So definitely students will find employment, but my only suggestion would be, please concentrate on the course and do your course exceptionally well. So you will see the hard work and the benefit at the end.
That was a lovely session, very informative session. Any closing statement from you? Yeah. And any special tips to the students that are keen on coming to your university?
Oh yes, definitely. See, we have now, just to tell you that Edinburgh Napier University is a #1 university in Scotland. We have #1 in the student satisfaction rate, not 1 but 5 years down the line. We are #1 from 20 to 21, 22, 23, 24. So definitely, as a student satisfaction rate, we are exceptionally high. We do have courses as per the industry standards. A lot of courses are accredited courses for us. Definitely, I would encourage each student to apply, because we will make your dreams come true, especially in the area of that, what you want to do. We will have the right course, the right skills for you to make yourself more better. And, in terms of employability, definitely will help you all the way through. So I would encourage you to please put up an application for Edinburgh Napier, and definitely my team and when we will support you completely for your application and download everything in the university. So yes, please do put up an application to Edinburgh Napier University.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here, and thanks for the, for the invitation, for being here today. Thank you so much once again.
Thanks a lot.